Boom, and we are live with another episode of the Brown Water Banter podcast. My name is Jared Seymour.
My name is Joey Case.
That's right, and we have a great episode this evening. We're going to be talking about all things boat show, the Biloxi Boat Show. It's coming up this weekend at the Mississippi Gulf Coast Convention Center. That's right. So we're going to be going over all that again, talking about it. Such a great event. We enjoyed it the past, Joey? 2-3 years we've been there?
2 years.
2 years.
Sure. Well, 2 years there, and then we've been there before, but we just didn't know these ladies.
Yeah. So we're going to be talking about 2023 and what all they have in store for that. But before we jump into it, we're going to mention our sponsors before we get rolling here. Straight out the gate. Remember, we said 2023 is the year to keep your mouth clean. So
every time you say
if you're looking for a great local dentist, Southern Magnolia Smiles, our good buddy Dr. Robbie Williams over there. Check him out on Facebook and Instagram at Southern Magnolia Smiles. And when you're ready to book that appointment, tell him that you heard about him on the Brown Water Banter podcast, and he's going to give you that free toothbrush. That deal is still going on down there. Give him a call and book that appointment. Give him a call, 228-215-1202. Next up is our friend Jesse Hill over at Hilltree Marketing. If you need a website built for any reason, Hilltree Marketing is your one-stop shop local here on the Gulf Coast. Jesse put this team together during COVID. He will take you from not having a digital presence whatsoever to a full-blown award-winning website like he did for us at brownwaterbanter.com. Jump over to hilltreemarketing.com. You can see some of the other websites that he's built for local businesses. And again, I emphasize local because you can Google places, you can go look them up online, but man, you're talking to somebody sometimes in a different country, sometimes
this dude's right over there in Latimer.
That's right. He's right down the road.
Good old Latimer.
You could drive to his house if you got an issue with him.
He probably wouldn't like that.
Whatever. Sea to Swamp, our good buddy Rocky Brooks over at Sea to Swamp. Go Che Van Cleve Road. Take the exit. Head south. If you're looking for a local shop that's donates to the community, does a big thing during Christmas, donates toys to local families that are in need. Rocky's got an outdoor apparel shop. Everything you can need, apparel from bait, tackle, rod, reel repair.
Yep.
He can do it all. Go check him out. And he's on Facebook at C2 Swamp. Go look him up. Tell him that you heard us talking about him here. And he's also got Mississippi Coastal Angler magazine.
Yep.
And he also
his significant other, Caitlin, owns the one in Alabama.
Yeah. That's right. And next up is our good buddies over at Taylor & Cox Law Firm. If you find yourself in the need for an attorney, they've been practicing law in Pascagoula for over 30 years. They come highly recommended from a lot of people that we know in that world. And our good buddy Calvin Taylor just was elected this past election cycle. Hold on, let me pull it down, Joey. Keep pointing. There it is right there.
I got the hat to prove it.
He got elected circuit court judge for our county, so we're super pumped about that as well. They specialize in criminal law, family law, and civil litigation defense. That's kind of hard to say. Give them a call, 228-696-0111. And then we're also going to mention here, we got the logo. I don't know if we showed that last time, did we, Joey? The Bay Rat Bash. It's our second fishing tournament that we're putting on. It's going to be April the 1st of this year. April Fools, but it's a real thing.
It's a real tournament.
And here's the flyer. We got a $700 first place going out to the person who could bring in the heaviest hardhead catfish, which is kind of funny because
no excuses now. Everybody and their mama can catch a hardhead catfish.
That's right. So there's
you can't catch a hardhead catfish, quit fishing.
That's right. So $700 for first place, $300 for second place. We got a separate black drum division, a croaker division. We're actually doing a sheep's head division in this tournament as well. Some of you may know we do the sheep's head showdown at the end of the year. And then we have a whole separate spearfishing division because we love the diver guys and they're always looking for tournaments to be a part of. So our sponsors are on board on that one as well. I can't read them all off right here, but we'll get into that in some future episodes. But be on the lookout for that. Registration is up now on brownwaterbanter.com. Go get a $25 entry fee, man, and you can start fishing April the 1st. And then last, I got it queued up right here, the 2023 Biloxi Boat Show. It's this weekend. As
the ladies are with us.
They're about to dive right into it, February 3, 4, and 5, which is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. As we record this weekend. So, Joey, let's take off here. Where are we headed?
Let's rock and roll in it. Let's talk about how we got started and what your company is and what y'all are all about.
Yeah.
So Gulf Coast Shows is a promotions company, and we put on the Biloxi Boat Show. We also put on the Mobile Boat Show. We've been doing the boat show here in Biloxi for over 66 years. I think this is our 66th year, in fact.
Really?
And we're super excited. I know we've all been through some challenges in the past couple of years, and we had the show last year, and we did have some dealers who just weren't able to come because they were just concerned about disappointing people with inventory levels, and so
the world melted.
It did.
It was still. I mean, overlay from COVID.
True, and they were hit super hard. You know, they just really from everywhere. But things have turned around. we got all of everybody back and then some. And so we've got so many products to see down there. I mean, it's just been a tremendous response. People ready to get back and show the people what's new for this year.
Yeah, I mean, even last year though, with all the problems you mentioned as far as like inventory and dealers and stuff, it was still a
Y'all had a pile of
It
stuff.
was awesome. I mean, there were so many boats in there. I was drooling all over the floor. I mean, it's amazing.
We did. We had a good show, but it's even bigger this year. So, like I said, we missed some folks last year that couldn't make it just because of inventory, but back this year and ready to show off all the pretty new stuff for this spring.
Would you say full strength?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because I know there's a lot of people, still missing motors, still missing trailers and stuff like that. Have you seen from your dealers and stuff, has that kicked back around yet?
Absolutely. So most everybody's even back out, and certainly not any of the challenges we've seen in the past.
Mhm.
I know last year even some of the boats were just to look at, and you
couldn't even buy it. Yeah,
which is so weird.
I know
it was hard. So it was like a struggle to do. The demand was so high. You feel rotten. Like, I'm bringing the boat down here. It's not for sale. You can order one, but then otherwise you would just have to shy away from people that need information. So many people were brave and just said, "I'm going to go down there and tell the truth. And if we can't get it, we'll let you know when we can get it." But
it's
thank
weird.
goodness that's behind us.
It's weird having somebody say, "I want to give you money
for this
now,"
thing,
but you can't have it.
But as a manufacturer, whatever boat company you are, or Yamaha or Mercury or whatever, outboard motors, you got to still go to events like that and keep your product in front of those people who want to see it.
Top of mind awareness.
Exactly. But I'm sure, like Joey's saying, it is weird. You got like 50% of what you can even show them, because you can't even bring it because it ain't there.
Right.
And then the 2 that are there, it's like, I can't sell you those.
Well, and
somebody else already bought that 6 months ago.
It was a double whammy for them. So on the flip side of that, they had interest, like, there are going to be a certain amount of the market that's going to be interested in boating. And then during COVID,
yes,
I mean, just
everybody bought a
skyrocketed,
boat.
right?
That's
So we all kind of took a breath and realized, oh my God, look at all this beautiful places we live in with all this water, and everybody's saying, like, to be healthy, get outside. And so then they just got walloped by even more. And then, couple that with the challenges that they were having.
I know we did it a lot. The best way to, what do they call it? Social distance.
Oh, yeah.
It's on an island with a cold
That's
drink because there ain't many people around you.
That's right.
Right.
But I mean, the best thing about the boat show to me is, like, in the future, I'm going to be looking at a new boat. So I want to walk through that boat first before I can buy it, even though I don't want to buy it. And this is the great place to do it. Like, I don't want to drive, maybe say if I want to buy a Blazer or something like that, I got to go all the way to Gulfport. Here, everything's in one spot.
No,
That's
it's
right.
one
So
building
with
with 16 dealers this year.
So you can compare boats, right? Literally, well, I mean, 500 feet away from each
That's
other.
right.
I think that some of that during COVID, a lot of different shows, or not necessarily here in our area, but in other parts of the country, did a virtual show. But you're right.
It's not
There's
the same.
you-
Pull it.
and
I mean,
even
I
if
want to
you-
open the hatches.
you
I want to
can't,
get
right.
behind the steering wheel. I want to do
Where's
all
the
that.
cup holder?
Right.
You wanna walk around
Kudos
and
to
feel
them
it.
for trying to keep it going.
Of
Right.
course.
But it ain't the
So
same.
what they saw was the shows that did happen. A lot of people just did their research online and sort of went through all that virtually, but came down to the shows to really
Yeah,
really
I
check
mean,
it out.
everybody, online shopping's one thing, but to actually get there and kick the tires is totally
It's
different.
gonna be a hard one to do online.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
Yeah.
Especially when you're dropping that much
No.
money on a boat.
right. We're proud to have everybody back, and I know the dealers are excited to be back. And I think there's the enthusiasm for boating and growing boating around here is still there. So
Yeah, I like going through and seeing all the different products that you don't necessarily think about, or that you never spoke to someone about, from boat lifts to sea deck stuff, or splash mats guys.
Caddy cans back this year, right?
Yeah,
Caddy
yes.
can.
We met them there the first year we were
Right.
there, and we've had just a great relationship with them. We don't talk to him every day, but anytime we have something going on, he is super quick to send us 3 or 4 or 5 and, like, yes, we give these out as prizes or whatever.
Right.
And I haven't gotten any negative feedback for myself personally, because I've been using one since that year, or anyone that we've given one to. The caddy can is a legit
Oh,
product.
no, everybody needs a caddy can.
It's legit.
Yeah, and they got a
Yeah.
bigger one now. It's like this big. The new one they just came
Really?
out with. It's
Really?
huge. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
hopefully
we-
we can pick one up at the boat
we
show.
met those guys at ICAST, and they were so helpful to us. It was just navigating ICAST. They're just super helpful and nice.
Yeah.
And he told other people at ICAST about us. We were walking around the room, and they would say, "Oh yeah, your friends at Caddy Can mentioned y'all." So
Mhm.
anyway, they're great guys.
Yeah,
How
we
was
didn't know him.
ICAST?
It was great.
Miami, right?
Orlando.
Orlando. Okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's
So-
cool. It's cool to be in there and see all the new stuff. It's not necessarily a consumer show. It's certainly like a trade show where you're trying to get other people to pick up your products. But it's so neat to be able to go in there. And for us, the fun about having the show every year is, we all know typically you have the same sort of brands and you kind of know what people want. But this is an opportunity to find something that nobody's seen yet.
Right. That's
Yeah.
what that's
the
kind of
kind
what
of
I'm talking
products-
All
about.
the
is
new
stuff.
products.
Are
in
y'all
the
down there
market.
recruiting?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
guessing for
Oh,
y'all
yeah.
shows, right?
Yeah, looking for something new and interesting and stuff people can't see around here, and just
We
to
want
make
our
show
shows
better.
to stay fresh.
That's right.
Right.
That's right. Is there anything
new
you can, or do we wait till everybody gets there to see it? Can you tell us about something, maybe that some product or something that you saw down there that either is going to be at the that's going to be at the show?
We have some new patio furniture coming.
Okay.
All sustainable products. We have a local outdoor kitchen person
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kudos
everybody
back to
would do that.
COVID for that, because
Right.
everybody redid their outdoors. So
Right.
that part of the business is booming as well, and people are interested in seeing that.
Yeah.
Yep.
The guys from Mandeville with Marsh and Bayou, they'll be back,
Okay.
Okay.
and they have all kind of tackle and lures
I got a pile of
and
stuff.
rods, reels, apparel.
Mm-hmm.
No, they bring a lot of fun too. They bring their simulators so that you can fight a fish on the simulator.
Right.
It's fun
Right.
if you watch it in action, and a lot of interactive stuff. They had a lot to the show.
Are the old school trademarks going to be there? Everything kayak? Are they going to be there again?
Absolutely.
Everything. Yeah.
Everything kayak and bicycle.
Oh yeah, it is.
I
Yes.
picked a
Thank
bicycle
you
up
for
from the other
remembering
day.
that.
Are they
I just got a
doing-
bicycle
Yeah.
from the other day. That's how I
Are
know.
they doing the pond this year or no?
No, we're not
Okay.
doing the pond this
Okay.
year. But they'll be there. They've got a lot of new products too, and of course they'll have their bikes. So
Mhm. Yep.
they've got a lot of new products.
Yeah, they got a bunch. That store is loaded with like adult toys. You know what I mean? Just
Yeah.
like kayaks and damn bicycles and
Scooters.
Everything you could do for like a day outside is legit.
You're
And
right.
they have that pond in there. So if
Yeah.
you want to try out one of their kayaks or canoes, you can hop in there.
Absolutely. That's
They're-
awesome.
They're
So,
great guys.
What are we doing? You got the boats. You got the I guess you call it apparel side of it. Also got attractions, right? What are some of the attractions that y'all got going on
We do.
during those 3 days?
So we will have back. Of course, if we didn't have them, I don't know what would happen, because everybody loves the fetch and fish dog shows. So
Absolutely.
Jason
My
and-
daughter was upset last year. This
Yeah.
year, she's like, "The dog's back, Daddy." I was like, "Yeah, the dogs are back,
they
baby."
will be back, and we're super glad to have him back, and everybody will as well. That's such a fun show. You
Yeah.
know, he did such a great job, and the dogs are adorable, and lets
Mhm.
everybody pet them, and it's just
Mhm.
fun to watch it. And I know the kids have a ball. We also have a new event this year for the show that we didn't have last year or the past several years, where we're bringing in the trout pond. So it's fun to get in there. You know, the part of growing boating to us, besides the kids program, is to let these kids experience what it would be like to cast and do other
Mhm.
things. But so we brought the trout pond in this
Mhm.
year. So it's a group out of Alabama that comes. So they bring a big pond and load it down with trout, and so kids can fish and
Awesome.
catch a fish. Of course, it's catch and release, but it's a lot of fun. The kids
Yeah.
really enjoy
Oh,
it.
some
I bet
kid-
maybe Josh could even catch a fish
Anybody can catch
instead of a
fish.
catfish. I bet we got
Yeah.
to.
You
We'll
too
talk to
can
Josh.
catch a trout.
Yeah, right.
That's awesome.
I bet I could miss it.
Well,
I bet
I'll
I
get
could.
your picture.
Actually, I bet I could fish that pond and it would rain above me.
Yes.
Somehow the sprinkler system would
he's
go off.
he's
It would
bad
rain.
luck. You don't probably don't want him over there by the
I'm
pond.
serious. I'm
But
serious.
it's amazing that y'all are mobile-ish,
Yeah.
right? And we're over here, and it's amazing how many people have never been fishing, never been on an island, never been on a boat, and you live right next to one
it
of the
weird?
beautiful places in the world.
Yep.
It's so strange.
Yeah, and to get the kid out there to do it, you're going to see eyes just.
Well, that's the thing.
Explode.
We feel like as part of growing boating, to get these kids out there, and if your little kid catches a fish in the trout pond or goes to the kids 101 and gets all pumped up and has a little rod and reel to take home and some tackle, they're going to be like, "Daddy, take me fishing,"
Yeah.
or
Right.
"Mom, take me fishing."
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Please buy
So-
that boat.
We
Right.
need a boat. So you start on the bank, and then we need the boat.
So I'm hearing an angle here, dads.
Yeah.
Bring your kids out there if you want a boat. The wife maybe ain't like on board yet. Bring the kids.
Yeah.
Get the kids
They'll
hooked.
talk them into
Hey,
it.
I got to get this boat. It's
That's
for our
right.
children.
It's not for
That's
me.
right.
Not for me.
Yeah, it's not
Little
for me.
Jimmy's
I
heart's
don't
gonna
even
be
want it.
broken.
Right.
We
Right.
don't
I mean,
want
I'll
that.
buy it, but I mean, I'll
I didn't
enjoy
want
it.
to.
Yeah, exactly.
So is that going on all day? The
It is.
bass pond?
So the
trout
trout
pond.
So obviously the fetch and fish has got scheduled hours that where the dogs jump, but the trout pond is open all show hours. So
Okay.
anytime you're in the show opens Friday at noon. It's open till 8. It's Saturday 10 to 8 and Sunday 10 to 5. If you're in the show with your kids and want to go down to the trout pond, you can fish anytime.
Sweet.
I love it, man. That's
Awesome.
killer. Yeah.
And y'all also got some professional speakers coming on, or I guess professionals is what you call them.
Yeah.
We do. We
And-
have some local captains.
Right.
Yeah.
Who else? The CCA.
CCA. I know
CCA is
that-
giving away a boat too.
Really?
Really.
Uh huh.
Sweet.
I
I think
hate-
Hoss Fly is coming in, right, to tie the
They
flies,
are.
all
They
them.
are.
So
I think they're going to give a seminar too.
yeah, so it's going to be a lot of good information
Yeah,
right
there's
off the bat.
the CCA is giving away I think it's a 16-foot skiff
Yeah, little Carolina skiff,
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
with the motor and the trailer.
And what
And
do you
they're
got?
gonna-
Do you know what the details on those are?
It's a little custom boat. You can look at it. I got a great picture of it up on our website, which is
Okay.
just gulfcoastshows.com. But honestly, if you just put in Biloxi Boat Show,
It'll
you'll
come
get
up.
the same
Right.
place. But
Right.
got a great picture of it.
It's
they're
a
gonna
$20 raffle ticket.
Yeah.
Okay, so $20
They're gonna
you get your
raffle it
name
off,
in it.
draw at the end of the show on Sunday.
it's a
Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, it's a $20 contribution to the CCA.
Yeah.
and chance to win.
And,
the boat.
and knowing the CCA, if you put the $20 in there, you probably get a membership off of it. I would think, because I think that's usually what they do. Because I'm not. Don't quote me, but usually, like at the fishing tournaments, if you give $20, you get a CCA membership and your
No, I don't
ticket
know
in.
about
So
that.
I don't know.
I'll let
Yeah.
you talk to
We'll
them.
tiptoe that.
Jack didn't tell me that.
Yeah, well,
Joey's
if
trying
anybody
to
wants to
sell us
call
I'll
Jack,
tiptoe around that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Jack.
So
and that Joey's going to give everybody a
What Joey's going to do?
Joey's
He's
gonna
pay.
pay.
He's gonna sponsor.
all y'all
everybody.
can have free CCA
Yeah,
memberships.
Yes, on Joey Cates.
That's right. There you go.
Can I have my free membership? I don't know what you're talking
Oh, let's talk
about.
about it. Joey made that up.
So,
Yeah.
Speaking of the kids, we got Captain Ronnie Daniels coming back, right?
Saturday at 1:00 is the kids program, and Sunday at 1:00.
Okay, and explain what happens during those.
Get there a little early because the line does form.
Mm-hmm.
And the first 200 kids on Saturday and the first 200 on Sunday are going to take home a little rod and reel and some lures and some swag from our sponsor, Keesler Federal Credit Union.
Yep.
CETO will be there talking about life jacket safety. They'll have a captain tying knots and doing cast net.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
It's
the DMR comes.
Yeah.
I'm the
Yeah.
Mammal Institute
They are
studies.
there.
They'll be there.
Yeah, IMMS, right? It is IMMS.
Yeah, it is
Yes.
IMMS.
It is. It is.
And all these folks donate their time, and they love watching I guess we're all in this together to grow
Yeah.
and teach, and so
The
they
kids
do a good
love
job.
it.
Oh yeah,
And
it was
it's
a blast
loud.
last year. It was a blast just helping. So what you do is you get a little card, and they have tables that are set up. So this is the cast net. This is the
That's right.
rod casting. This is the DMR with the fish rulers and everything, the stickers and all that in IMMS, and you get a little stamp, and then you come back and you get your free rod and reel.
That's right.
Oh, they
Because
love
we
it.
want
They love
everybody to
Yeah.
go around and participate in everything.
Yeah.
And
Now
then they
you
turn
do have to
girls-
wait a little bit.
Yeah.
Kids are excited, so you got to wait a little bit. You got to wait your turn, but it's an
Yeah.
excellent activity.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Ronnie Daniels does a good job.
Yeah.
He does.
Of corralling the children and
He does.
through that thing.
He sort of spearheaded this thing, and it's really taken off, and we really appreciate what he does because
Yeah.
he's got a real gift, and he really, really loves doing that. I think that's his
does.
favorite
Loves it.
part. Loves making this for the kids.
Do y'all have topics on some of the boat captains? You said they're going to be there talking. What are they going to be talking about? They're going to be
I don't.
So
I don't know their topics.
okay.
some inshore, I think some inshore stuff, and then I know that we're going to have some sort of, I think somebody from the Marine Safety Division is going to use some safety
Yeah.
information, but that's going to get all cleared up. And I know that Martian Bayou is going to have somebody too, so we'll have all that up on our website.
Okay. Yeah, I remember
Every
last
week.
year they gave like tips on certain things. The speckled truth guys are usually there. Are they coming back this
Yeah.
year?
They are not coming.
They're not
We're
coming
real
back?
Sad about
Oh,
that.
I'm calling
Okay.
Kyle. We're
We-
gonna call
Call
Kyle.
and
Kyle will
Chris.
be around. Kyle
will
be
probably
around,
be around. Yeah.
but Chris Bush and them won't be. They have some
Prior engagements.
new military assignments.
Oh yeah, he
yeah,
is.
he is.
He's probably-
Something-
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Um,
That's the only thing
something
we'll let
real
him get by on.
important.
Yeah.
We'll let him slide on
But he
that one.
promised me next year that they would all be back.
Sweet.
But you can see Kyle for sure.
Yeah,
Oh, we'll
Kyle will
Well,
be
I'm really
walking
going to
around.
miss my coffee because he's so kind. Chris brings me
He
my
did bring us
Starbucks
Starbucks every
every day.
morning.
So I mean,
every day.
just saying.
Hey, that dude's smart.
We'll take his.
That
We'll,
guy.
we'll
Yeah.
take his
That
place.
guy.
Leave us what you need.
He gonna
Yeah,
take
we'll
one
take,
for the
We'll
team.
take
I'll
Chris's place.
place my order before
Thank
I
you.
leave
We'll
today.
be there for
Yeah,
sure.
that guy Chris is smart. I knew he was smart. but
That's
he was
right. He's
smart.
really
He's,
smart.
he's
Nice
playing
guy.
chess. We're over here playing checkers.
hmm So setup is Thursday night, right? Y'all start rolling everything in Thursday, or is it
No.
Wednesday?
We actually start tomorrow.
Oh,
Tomorrow.
really?
Got to get with it, Joey.
Yeah.
Oh well,
Yeah.
I'm just a little peon. I didn't. We
So
don't have the boats.
are already staged in the back of the convention center.
Okay.
Okay, and then we start moving them in dealer by dealer, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. All of our
And that's like a big
Booth
game of
pe-
Tetris,
It
right?
is.
It is. So everything's scheduled out. So, there's a guy that's going to know he's there from 2 to 8 to move his stuff in on Tuesday. And then somebody comes in Wednesday 8 to 12 to get all 16 dealers. And you think about, they represent about 50 brands. Like there's a lot of boats that
Yeah.
have to get in there.
Yeah.
And so the one guy has to get in for the next guy.
And it's
kinda
all
stay
one
off
guy
each
on a
other's heel.
forklift,
Yeah.
just pulling everything
Sharing
in.
forklifts. And you can drive in some, but they usually end up, on the forklifts, kind of get them
Right.
maneuvered. But it takes a minute to get it all in.
Absolutely.
Doors open at noon Friday, and 10 o'clock on Saturday and 10 on Sunday.
And that
Okay.
rolls to 8 and 5, right?
Yeah. 8 o'clock on Friday night and Saturday night. And then we shut down at 5 on Sunday.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, it's a lot of square foot of awesomeness. So
You
if
can-
you haven't been, you need to come check it out.
That's
for sure.
right.
Yeah. I know you mentioned before, like it is true. Like even if you already have a boat, or you say you're getting your first boat there, it's crazy to think that not only is it so easy to comparison shop, but while you're in that room, so you get your boat, then you can get your electronics,
Right.
You can get your trailer, you can get a if you need to see a canvas guy, if you need to see, I mean, whatever
Splash
you
mats,
need, rods,
yeah.
reel,
Yep.
decking.
And then y'all got food and drink there too as well, because
Yeah.
that's important
There
to me.
are adult beverages.
There's adult
Are y'all doing
beverages.
the food court kind of thing like y'all had last
I
time?
think that's what they're doing this year.
Yeah, there was brisket, I think, last
The
year. if I
brisket
remember.
It was
nachos.
delicious.
Yeah,
They were really
It was
good.
delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
mean, I
remember
do
stuff
love
like that.
fair food and carnival food. So I was a little sad there was brisket, but I
No,
just wanted
no,
some,
brisket was
corn
amazing.
dog. No, I'm kidding.
It
It
was
was
amazing.
great.
Well, I looked all around and I was like, all right, I smell something that's not
Yes.
here.
Right.
And then finally I made my way over by the was it Martian Bayou? Is that the guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the food court is all the way to your left. And then
So we had a different layout last year, but it'll be like right, like when you come through the entrance, it's right on your left.
yeah. And I found the pulled pork nachos and
They were legit.
I found
You
them a
weren't-
lot.
You
Found
weren't
them a
smelling the fudge?
Yeah.
oh,
we had some
are
of
they
that,
coming
too.
back?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fudge is coming back.
they are.
That
So, I mean-
fudge and popcorn. As soon as I smell it, just
And this is not a show per se directed towards men. There's a lot of things there for females, right? As well.
absolutely.
So we were talking about Captain Ronnie Daniels, where his wife Bailey now has a boutique.
Okay.
Sweet Magnolia
Yes.
Boutique. Is that right?
Yeah.
So she's going to be there.
Okay.
We have glitz and glamour jewelry. Martian Bayou will have some
Mhm.
ladies apparel and
Mhm.
the water boots and stuff. So there's definitely stuff for
Yeah.
women.
And if you're going to buy a boat, I would suggest hitting the jewelry place first.
There you
sure.
go. That's
Right.
smart.
if you're going to buy a
then
boat,
trying
you
to-
better take your wife too. 'cause
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's a
it'd
sign
be
off
easier
on
to convince her there.
that. And Keesler Federal going to be there this year again?
They're a sponsor.
That's so evil that y'all have the bank sitting right there.
See,
All
they're
those
at the
boats.
front door.
Yeah, and they're happy
Just
to
for
write.
your
They're like, sure,
financing.
sit down. We would
Yeah.
love to
So,
talk.
Yes.
so I mean, you technically you get a loan, you get everything
You
right
get
there.
your
All you need.
insurance.
Yeah.
All you need.
Cito, maybe there again this
Cito
year.
will be
I bought my
there.
membership
Absolutely.
last year.
There it is, and you can just
Did
you have to
Joey
pick it
give
up.
it away.
Yeah, no, Joey did
You
not
didn't-
give
you
that.
didn't give it away
no,
with
he
the
didn't give
CCA
it-
memberships?
No, he didn't.
The
He didn't
CCA
bundle that
Yeah.
I'm
together.
not even
Okay.
quoting that. Don't even
We're
quote
looking for
erase
the
that.
bundle.
Yeah, we'll edit it out. Don't worry about it.
Who else could we
Yeah.
bundle that with?
So,
CCA,
yeah.
Cito.
Our sponsors have been so much help. We we have a new sponsor this year, the Chevy Mississippi Chevy
Gulf
Group.
Coast Chevy
Okay.
dealers.
Be there.
Sweet.
Okay.
They're going to have some new 23 Chevy models
Really?
out front.
Out there,
And
See, you're going to need a
inside.
truck to pull your new boat. on
absolutely. You might as well buy all of them at the same
Yeah.
time.
Talking about bundling.
Right.
Yeah.
Are y'all doing? I know last year y'all kind of dabbled in some RV stuff. Are
Yeah.
y'all doing that again this year?
That
So
was
we
awesome.
did because the boat market has come back so strong and the inventory's up. We didn't have enough room to do a
Yeah.
full RV area like we had last year. But we do have Dad's Camper Outlet coming back. They're so sweet. They're bringing a couple of small things and some of their golf carts.
Oh,
Sweet.
okay.
So they'll
cool.
be
Yeah.
back.
Yeah,
So if you have any questions about RVs, they're going to be there. Of course, we didn't have because of the boat
You got
because
more
it's the boat
boats.
show,
Yeah.
right? But he wanted to still come, and if he's got tons of stuff.
Yeah.
He's right there, so he's a good resource.
Yeah, that's a good situation to be in where you didn't have enough room for him again this year because the boat guys are back. But it
Right.
was awesome last
No,
year.
he
Walking
was
through
great
the
to
stuff
come.
that they had, I mean, it was like
Those two
Wow.
you had in the back that were probably $250,000.
they were up there. I don't know if it was that much, but
It's so fun to see
it-
those.
it's
I
like
mean, they
this
got-
ain't camping. This
Yeah.
is better than a hotel
Right,
room by
right.
like a long shot.
That's
Bougie.
That's not the way
Yeah.
I camped.
Flat screens all over the
Yeah.
place, a screened-in back porch.
Electric recliners,
Yeah.
gas
Yeah.
stoves, stereo systems,
Hey,
porches.
if you got it, you got it.
We have some golf carts coming.
okay,
That's gonna be
If you
cool.
don't have a golf cart, you want a golf cart,
You
right?
definitely
Yeah,
want a golf
I want
cart.
one right now. for
Me
sure.
too.
I'm just poor.
Right. Same.
yeah.
Terrible.
So I think we mentioned the time, right? Friday,
Yep.
Saturday, Sunday. Let's hit them one more time before we wrap it up. So people can know what time Friday.
Sure. Doors open at noon on Friday.
Okay.
Be open till 8. Saturday morning opens at 10, closes at 8. Sunday 10 to 5.
Yep.
And it's a
Yep.
$10 ticket for adults. Anybody 16 and under is free.
Okay.
So
You can buy
What a
them
bargain.
online.
They're
or you
online
can
right
buy
now,
them
right?
at the door.
Okay.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
can buy them right now, actually.
You can
How many emails have y'all been answering the past couple weeks?
all day long.
All day, every day,
The-
right?
All day.
See what
all
happened to
night.
me?
Is that what it was?
Oh.
Texting?
It was
Carpal
texting.
tunnel?
It was emailing
It was
people
emailing,
back.
The
Yeah.
okay.
carpal tunnel got you.
Yeah,
Huh?
it got
Okay.
me finally.
Everybody's excited.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Well-
we have some Louisiana dealers coming. So the Louisiana, the New Orleans, Slidell, Mandeville, Covington, those folks are excited
You
for
gotta
a
watch
boat
that.
show.
You can't let a lot of Louisiana people in there. Mix it with beer and boats. They get a little
Yeah,
rowdy.
I mean,
Yeah.
we'll try-
They're worse than
fun.
people from
It
Biloxi.
makes it so fun.
They're
you
so
won't have any
fun.
more trout left in
Yeah.
that pond. I can tell you that.
We'll have to- we'll
You'll be
keep
like,
an eye
what is
on
that frying
they'll
smell?
fry it and
They'll be
bring it
frying all
back.
your trout
Keep
right
an eye
there
on
next to them. Yeah, please
Yeah,
do.
so that's
Please
a
do.
good point. We have dealers from, of course, Mississippi. This is the Mississippi, the Biloxi Boat Show, but we have dealers from Louisiana, Alabama, and Florida.
Yeah.
Okay.
So those are kind of, were they new from last year? Or do you have many new or same ones?
A lot of the same ones. We have a lot that we've been in the past, but maybe they couldn't come last year because
Right.
of inventory. But a good group of people. It represents all the major brands that we're looking for around here, and we have a couple of new guys too that have some custom boats. East Cape Boats is coming, and Deck Cat Boats.
Sweet.
They have
Y'all
some.
have had Avid in the past, which is a Mississippi
Yes.
Yeah.
brand.
Yeah, we'll have
obviously.
Avid back. So yeah.
There's
So
some
all the brands are
big-
listed on our website. If you're looking for something in particular,
Check it out there.
check
first,
it out.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
see
give
all
us
the
that
brands that
website
are
again.
there. So it's gulfcoastshows.com. But I promise you, if
Yeah,
you just
Biloxi
put in
Boat Show.
Biloxi Boat Show,
She's not lying because I
It'll
just
come
did it.
up.
I was over here a minute ago. I was trying to get a picture of that boat that you said they were raffling off, but I couldn't do it and talk at the same time quick enough. But all I did, Biloxi Boat Show, and your website was the first one on Google.
it
So
comes up.
that's all you got to do. Kudos to both of you ladies for putting on such a great event. We've been there
Absolutely.
We
more
love
than
doing
once.
it. We love doing
You
it.
do a great job. It's very professional, and it's a good time. It's family fun too. It's very
Yeah.
family oriented.
100%.
And you can walk out with a bag of stuff. Everybody's always giving out stuff
Yeah.
too. So
Yeah.
that's always cool. So
You mentioned the big what's going to be in
There's some
front,
big center consoles coming this year.
and they're all going to be out
some
front.
Showstoppers. Some will be inside.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
oh wow, I guess I have to throw. Last year I had the drone hovering over them. last
Yeah,
year and got some
yeah.
really cool shots out front of the ones that y'all had.
Yeah.
So,
Oh yeah, I'd love to see some
yeah,
of those.
yeah, we can do that
pictures.
again. No problem. So.
No
Great.
doubt.
There's some
Thank
big
y'all.
ones.
Thank y'all for coming by and talking
Thank
to us, and thanks for
y'all.
letting us be a
Thanks for
part of the
having
event.
us. We love y'all
appreciate it.
being
Yes.
there.
Do y'all need
Appreciate
anybody else sponsor wise? We need to rail off, or we got everybody?
So
Well-
we're always thankful for the IP. They
Yeah.
support us every year.
Okay.
Right.
We really, really appreciate them, and we're glad to have Kiesler on board this year as well as the Chevy Group. So
Yeah.
Chevy.
Cito.
There it is.
There we
I
go.
would have a Cito hat on, but I have a Calvin Taylor hat on.
we should have worn ours. We should have
Yeah.
worn our
Should've.
lanyards
Our Cito.
Makes it look
land.
official.
Yeah, it looks official.
next
We
year. Next
recycled
year.
ours, so we don't
From
have
last
any.
year, I think we still got ours somewhere. Ain't no telling where they're at.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's
I don't
no
know.
during the move.
I
If
Every
you
need
want
to
to
year.
leave them with me, I'll keep up with them.
Right.
Right.
Chris gets real excited if you recycle his Cito
Oh yeah.
lanyard and use it for your key when he
Yeah.
sees them around.
Well, he's been on the show, so
Yeah.
he's been on the show.
You
so
probably
we had
prefer
him on
you
there.
just leave it laying about somewhere all
Yeah.
the time
We
in
need
full
to,
view.
I need to check and make sure I need to renew my. I hope I'm on auto renew. with
License,
So they
yeah,
send you an
so-
email.
Oh, they do. Okay.
They do send you a renewal.
Well, if you get with
email.
Josh, you can get the 10% off or whatever it was.
Yeah, that he didn't offer us on the
Yeah.
show.
or
That's
Joey's
awesome.
going to give you.
Joey's
Yeah.
buying everybody.
I'm going to give
so
you
it
a
doesn't
free
matter.
membership to Cito
Yeah.
too. Here it is.
Cito.
He's like the
Yay.
Oprah of local podcasts. He's
You
just
get a
putting his stuff
Cito
out.
membership. You get a Cito
You
membership.
know what?
Everybody
I bet
gets.
you should just give away some of Rocky's magazine subscriptions.
There you go.
He would
There you
love
go.
it.
There you go.
Coastal
Absolutely.
And he was in the
Coastal Angler.
Rocky. You hear that? He was in the comments earlier.
Yeah,
He said,
Rocky,
see
give me-
everyone there. So.
Rocky, just give us
He
an
will be
email
at the
address.
show.
And
Yes.
no reason not to throw in Martian Bayou subscription too. I mean, they're
Absolutely,
sitting
we'll
right
throw
there.
them out
There
too.
you go. There you go.
So what's the one last thing because I know parking for the show. Do you know what the parking is going to be?
$5.
$5.
$5.
Oh, Coliseum's gonna get their money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coliseum's gonna get their money.
They're gonna get it first.
That's right. That's
For
right
sure.
before you even get in the parking lot. So thanks again, ladies, for stopping by.
Absolutely.
We'll see you
Thanks,
this
y'all.
weekend, and we'll see you
Yeah.
next year doing the same thing again.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
That's
a
right.
tall, skinny vanilla latte with an extra shot.
I got you.
Thank
Got it.
God that's on
Got
it.
camera.
I
because
got
I
you.
would not.
That's what I
I'll
need.
forget.
Times 2.
You
Times
need
two.
the same
Yeah.
thing?
Same
All right.
thing.
I'll have it for you
We're
because I'm
not
off work
complicated.
Friday.
All right, and look, thanks everybody that was in the comments. Brandon, Josh from Casting Coastal said he's going to be there as
Oh,
well. He's doing a lot of
good.
cool stuff online
Yeah.
as well. Joshua Dibble, man, good to see you in the comments below. And Trudy Moore says she can't wait as well.
It's
So-
George's
Hey,
water
that's
sport.
our
There it
Trudy.
is.
Okay,
Trudy.
sweet. So we're looking
Yeah.
forward. Hey, and we're looking forward to seeing y'all as well. We're gonna have
Come
the
out,
booth
hang
set
out
up.
with us,
We're gonna
yeah.
have ladies' clothing. We're gonna have men's clothing. We're gonna be slinging all that, and most importantly, we're gonna be running our mouths like we
Y'all
do.
giving autographs?
That's
We will,
extra. It's a $5
but,
fee,
yeah.
just like the
Okay.
Coliseum.
I just
Like
picked up.
parking.
Yeah, I just picked up new bottle openers. We got new kid shirts. We got new hats. It's gonna be a good time.
Be legit.
Great.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks everybody for tuning
Biloxi
in.
Boat Show.
That's
right,
right,
This
baby.
weekend.
That's right.